Right, the next thing we're looking at is tags and categories. So if we go to marks and automatic tags, you'll see we've got two tags in there currently that looks for either Bob or Rob and assigns a tag of Bob or Rob. We could choose to do a new automatic tag, add Bob again, and apply a tag of Robert, and add Bob again and apply a tag of Bobby, etc. So if we go into the new automatic tag, this is what we're looking for in a registration. So as it says here, if it's just the three letters or the numbers that you're looking for, you can just type in the three letters or the numbers. If you are looking in a more detailed fashion, looking at the entire registration, then you can use a % sign to represent any characters and an underscore sign to represent one specific character. So if we were looking for 808 to also represent Bob, then we could just type in 808. We don't need to do %808% because the system will see that there's no wildcards in there, so it's got to either be a letter or a number that you're looking at. So we've got an 808. We could do an Ash, for example, associate it with the name Ashley, and in which case if we had Ash over here, we'd put Ashley as the tag name, and then down here you'd have the category, which might be boys' names. If you weren't looking just for three letters or the numbers, then you would basically use the wildcard. So if you had decided that F1 space %, so basically any prefix registration F1, doesn't matter then what the letters are, then you could assign that to Formula 1. If you were looking for something that had a 911 for Porsche, then obviously you could type in just 911 and associate it with a tag name of Porsche and a category of car makes, for example. But if you were happy that if it was a dateless registration and it happened to be a 9110, for example, then you would be happy with that. Then you could put either a % or an underscore, because there's only going to be a maximum of 4 numbers anyway, so whether it's a % or an underscore, it doesn't matter. But that would be specifically looking for a 4-digit number, whereas that is an optional 4th number. So the underscore represents an actual character, so if the character isn't there, then it won't include it. And then we would just hit create, and then we would have the additional number added onto the additional match added onto the system. We could then, because you may well have thousands of numbers already in the system, you can then apply to existing, which will actually, that may be renamed just to the word apply, that it will then apply that change that you've done to all of the existing registrations in the system, so that if you have got a number of registrations already in the system and you just add a new one, you can choose to apply it to all the previous to start getting some data automatically in there. If we now go to the categories and we add an automatic category, you'll see that this is based on the registration layout. So you could go to the alpha 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 number and say I don't want Irish registrations, or it must be an Irish registration, or I don't mind whether it's an Irish or not. So if you were doing 3x3 mainland numbers, then you could do that, and then you could do the number alpha 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 version of it, not Irish, 3x3, create. So when a number comes onto the system, if it matches that format or matches that format, it will be given a category of 3x3 numbers. And like on the tags, you can apply to the existing records to go through and sort of play catch up on the data that you've already got.